So we went back to the banks. We chose about 50 odd people who have been in HR for about 10 years and more. So having that vast experience of 500 years technically, we asked them very simple question. We asked them, what are the skill sets that you see in a candidate from the time he enters for the interview in your premises to the time he leaves your premises? Very simple question. How do you judge? What are the benchmarks that you have laid for him? How do you give marks? We try to break down the skill sets. And we broke them down. And when we broke them down, we got 9 critical skill sets, only 9. That's all, guys. If you can take care of these 9 critical skill sets, you're done. You'll get the best jobs. Let's start off from the first one. The first skill set is attitude. Now, what is attitude? Attitude of student. Our Indian education system has a belief, we have a belief, that the more fancy degrees we have under our belt, the more employable we are, correct? That's why an MBA finance feels I'm God's own. Correct me if I'm wrong. MBA finance feels that he's the best on the entire campus. He looks down on MBA marketing guys. This is what I have felt. I may be wrong. It might be in some colleges, it might not be in some colleges. A BMS feels a BCom is a down market kind of a guy, because I paid more for that BMS degree. Attitude comes from your degrees, right? Correct? To some extent. I'll give you the other picture also. Now, HR of a bank, the HR head of a bank tells me, Abhishek, please don't line up MBAs. Explicit message, don't line up MBAs. I said, why? It was a shocker for me. He said, look boss, I've had enough of MBAs, I've seen enough of MBAs. So your grandfather would have done MBA, would have been one of the first batches, right? If you see, I've seen some of the notes of students in 1960s. I've been lucky to have seen those notes. Let me tell you, more than 80% of the syllabus is the same, what they are teaching right now. I may not be very off mark if I say 90% of the syllabus is same what was taught in 1950s and in 2013. Now 1950 was a industrial era. Post 1991 we are staying in knowledge workers age. You should know this. It's knowledge workers age now. दो अलग अलग सदियां ज़माने. How can that be relevant today, what you've read? So in 1960s, if somebody did MBA, used to get knowledge X. And if a company used to come, they used to expect knowledge X. So X and X married, and Mr. X became the vice president in 20 years' time. So when you opened your eyes, you saw all the vice presidents were MBAs. So you thought this is going to rock, man. That's why I also wanted to do MBA. Everybody wanted to be an MBA. In 2013 also, MBA is giving you X. But the requirement now is 20X. You asked me a question. How do I know about what is fiscal deficit's impact on the economy of the country? That's 20X. Attitude. Attitude can be judged by one look or by initial discussion that we have with you. It's very simple. I've done about 1,000+ interviews in my life, taken. You can fairly judge about 40 to 45% about a person just having a look at him. People who are in HRs, who are there for the last 15 years, who have been day in, day out taking interviews, become like scanners. They're like X-ray machines. You might be very smart, but that guy is smarter. Your attitude, you display in the first line of your resume. MBA Finance. When somebody writes MBA Finance, 90% time, I'm sure this guy has had a lot of Red Bull. Maybe he himself has not had it. His deans, directors, people who had taken money from him, maybe they would have served him. And I go to every MBA institute, I'm told by students, "Arey sir, in the first and second semester I was told, beta, तुम्हारे senior batch को 6 लाख की CTC मिली, work hard, okay, you'll get it. You'll also get it." But nobody asked at that point in time, "Sir, senior का number दे दो, मैं भी बात कर लेता हूँ उससे." Because there was no senior like this. Food for thought, attitude, business ethics. Ethics, what are ethics? Ethics are those things which you learn on your mother's feet.